Because at the end of the day, the goal is to get this. What's going on, everybody? So today I'm going to talk about how to get a passport. I got this question a couple times just on Facebook and from friends of mine, that at that time didn't have a passport. They didn't know like the whole application process. I actually have an application here, and a lot of people don't know exactly where to go to get a passport application. So you go to your local post office. This is USPS. This is the red, white, and blue. These are the people that put the mail in your mailbox. Go there. If the application, it looks like this is the starter application, and actually this here is the renewal application, but we'll get into that one later. But for now, we're just gonna talk about this one. So if you're at the post office, don't get this one because this is for renewals. And if they give you this, let them know this is your first time, getting a passport, and make sure you get this one. This is the document. This is the application you need. So yeah, once you get the correct application, open it up. The first thing I check on this application is pretty big. So don't look intimidated. I know the first time I did it, I was like, man, I need all this info. I don't even want a damn passport no more. First thing I checked on my application was, I knew I wanted a 52-page book, which was this. So it's a lot thicker than the traditional passport. I wish I had like the thinner one right now so that way I could show you. But basically it just have more pages. It goes all the way up to 52 pages. This probably shows 51. This will be the end of it. But yeah, this is the last page, the 52nd page. But yeah, so you want to go, I made sure I wanted to get the 52-page passport. So that will be at the top of the application. That was the first thing I checked. It's at the very, very top. And I was just like, yeah, I knew I had to check that. And another thing, even before you fill out your application, you want to make sure that you do it in black ink. So when I picked up my application, the guy told me, they only do it in black ink. If your application is in any other color, which mine was, good thing I had like extra stuff. So I filled it out on the spot in black. You want to do it in black ink. Next on your list, you want to make sure you get all your documents together because you have to show a proof of citizenship. So this includes like a birth certificate, American birth certificate. I did have a friend from Germany, and they sent their German birth certificate. And they were like, yeah, we can't, number one, we can't read it because it's in German, but number two, it has to be in English or English birth certificate. So I don't know what's the workaround for that. If your birth certificate happens to be in another language, I don't know how you get that translated to English from that country. I don't know, but whatever. Once you get your application together and you got your documents, you got your proof of citizenship, be ready to have that birth certificate sent away because at least when I did mine, I'm pretty sure they probably still do the same thing. I had to submit my birth certificate along with my photo and all these other documents, the money order and everything. I had to submit that document to the State Department. So literally I'm like, man, I'm not gonna have my birth certificate, but they mail it back to you. But just be prepared, for those upcoming, weeks until they do send it back, you'll be without a birth certificate. And it can't be a copy unless it's a certified copy. So this is the real thing you're sending off. This is the original. You're definitely sending off your original birth certificate. All right, next, onto the picture. So, you need like a 2x2 photo, 2 inches by 2 inches, and make sure it's clear. I didn't have an issue with this picture. I really don't want to show it because it's like a picture of me, but whatever. I'm not gonna show it. But anyway, the picture that you need 2x2, make sure it's like well lit. where you are and all of that stuff. I mean, you don't want to have a dark picture and then you go in there and they're going to turn you around. And they probably will offer to, you know, make you a picture on the spot because they do take pictures. But some post offices, I know if it's like in a big city, they'll tell you come back and you need to have an appointment most of the time. So make sure you have your picture right, make sure it's clear. That's a big thing, and yeah, you shouldn't have any problems with that part. So next, let's get into the cost. Just for the passport book on your first go around, so this is your very first one, the passport book is $110. Also, there's additional fee, which is like an acceptance fee for $35. So the card, if you do the book and the card, so the card is $30, and then you have the $35 fee. But if you get both at the same time, then you pay that fee for both of them one time though. So you're not paying like $35 for the card and another $35 for the book. You're only paying that one time. But if you buy them individually, then you're gonna pay that fee twice, which would be $70. So just save yourself the fee. You know, if you do plan on getting the book and the card, I mean, me, I just got both at the same time. So that way I could just save money as far as the fee goes. I saved $35. So once you get all the documents together, you got your money order, you got everything, your birth certificate, get all of these documents, submit them in a packet, and actually I sent mine as something like this. And all right, so next, once you get past the collection of your documents, you have like a driver's license or something to show them on the spot that, hey, okay, this is me. Usually that's just a photo ID. Some people have a social security card. You're already gonna have your birth certificate, but they're gonna need to see something like a photo ID. So me, I just show my driver's license. I mean, I'm pretty sure if people don't have a driver's license, you know, whatever the case may be, show a state ID, military ID, anything, something like that, along those lines. You want to stay along those lines. Don't walk in there with like David Buster's car with your picture on or something like that, because then they're gonna be like, what you doing? You don't want that to be you. And really, at the end of the day, you want to have two forms of IDs with pictures on it, just in case they don't accept one. But just take two forms. Better to be safe than sorry. You don't want to, you know, to get all the way to the post office and get ready to drop and send everything off, and then next thing you know, they tell you no. So make sure you have your IDs together. That way you can prevent, you know, from just having to run home, grab another ID, or, you know, just do all that all over again and come back. You want to knock it all out in one trip. Once you have submitted this form, it'll take about 8 weeks before you get your actual passport. But and that's just regular. I mean, people rush it all the time. If you have a State Department in your city, I know it's one in DC, it's also one in Atlanta now. You can actually get your passport the same day if it's like a life or death, or you could get it within 2 weeks, I want to say, rushed, if you plan on taking a trip pretty soon. Me, I received the card so much faster than the actual passport. For some reason, I don't know why, but my card came extremely quick in the mail. So I was happy to at least get that, but I was really waiting on the book. The book was more important because you could do everything with the book that you could do with the card, but with the card, you can't do everything that you could do with the book. So the book, you know, is above all as far as capabilities go, and, you know, you flying out the country. But the card limits you to just driving across borders, which would be Canada, Mexico. You can just drive across. You don't have to have an actual passport book to get across the border. And also, if you want to go somewhere by boat, like if you're down in Miami, you want to go to another island or whatever by boat, you can use the card. But once you get on the plane, you have to have the book. You cannot use the card once you get on a plane. If you don't have the book, then yeah, you're gonna be stopped. And then next thing you know, you'll be 10 years later filling this one out. This is the renewal one. And yeah, with this one, you just don't have to send, it's pretty much the same application, but you just don't have to send as much info because they have your birth certificate. They see you already had a passport, so they know you're an American citizen. So they have all the information on you, so it's a lot quicker. Actually, it's a lot cheaper also to get another one to get things renewed. So yeah, you'll save a lot of money. But if you like this video, make sure you comment, subscribe if you already haven't, leave a comment. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me anytime. And yeah, until the next video, see you later.